2nd and 4. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Armstrong. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
19 tight, 19 tight. Check smash, check smash.
And now maybe they want some extra time to... This 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
18, Rodney, 18, read alert, read alert. Cut 19, cut 19. 19 Lions.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A handoff from Mitchell running left.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll pitch it out to Mitchell. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Richardson looking to throw.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bishop. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Dragon 60. Mustang 19. Street, street.
Here's Richardson to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now receiver in motion left.
Here's a tap forward by Richardson.
And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
Adonai Mitchell.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice...
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Second down, another run with Taylor. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. 3rd and 9 here.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Back to throw. Armstrong.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Taylor.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The Colts at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. They've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Finds his man on the out route. It's Chenault.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
60 Eagles, 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Busting free at the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. Off the play fake, Armstrong.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. It's second down.
Looking to throw. Armstrong. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Josh Downs, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
A give up the middle with Benson.
Unable to corral him. He fights through. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Takes it to about the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now it's Richardson.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready, go street. Tiger, 19, Tiger. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Richardson looking to throw this.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
They run over center with Benson.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. Check, 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 check. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready.
Now Richardson.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Anthony Richardson.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Back to throw. Armstrong. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This is caught inside the 15. And this will get them all the way inside the Giants' 10. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half kink through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Operating from the gun, Armstrong.
He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
In motion is Chenault.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
A give for Taylor running right side.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Giants are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Now Richardson from near his goal line.
Trying to lay one up deep.
And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
When you're backed up this deep, sometimes defenses sacrifice coverage for pass rush because they know you can only go so far on your pass drop. You've got the back of the end zone. So they came after him. He took the shot downfield. He didn't connect. But, boy, that was force against force.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
3rd down and 1. Richardson off the play fake.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
They'll go for it. Here's Richardson.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go, set. 19 Lions. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
In motion is Chenault.
Throwing to start the drive. Armstrong.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. Operating from the gun. Armstrong. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Let's go now. Come 19. Come 19.
Looking to throw. Armstrong. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 6 yards away.
And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Breaks through the contact. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Richardson going to move him around. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell.
Dances by him. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. They run once more with Taylor.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Armstrong. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
Drop 60, drop 60.
Richardson.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out right at the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Off play action, Richardson.
And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
2nd and 10.
Get it. Check smash, check smash. 19 tight, 19 tight. 70 Lions. Ready.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Out left and complete to Thornton.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
On the handoff, Benson running right. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Rig alert, rig alert. 70 Timberwolf. Go.
On 1st down, right back to Benson.
And some room to roam now.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They go play action with Richardson.
Rolling to his right.
Down the right sideline.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Adonai Mitchell
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Giants have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead is now 21-14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Throwing to start the drive. Armstrong trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Cup 19, Cup 19, 19 Lions. Let go.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you'll only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2nd down and 8. Richardson going to change the play here. They'll go again with Benson.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, here we go. Go, street. Check, 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 check.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell.
And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Ready.
Going for it, it's Mitchell.
And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
That's what we like. Aggressive Tim is back. Yes.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
He's back to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line.
Benson looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Panther 11, Panther 11. Say, hey. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready, ready?
Here's Richardson.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter, because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing to start the drive. Armstrong.
Complete to Chenault. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10.
He's got it at the 15. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here's 1st down.
Back to throw. Armstrong. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
So there is still time. A little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Come on.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Now 2nd and 5.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 18, Pioneers. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Let's go.
Throwing now is Richardson. He has it complete to Christian Watson.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Red. Rig. Trap 60, trap 60.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
Hurt. Check smash. 79 Broncos. Buffalo 18. Ready?
Richardson looking to throw it.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. Panther Street. 19 Tiger.
Throwing to start the drive. Armstrong. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Giants, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right.
Yes, them a look good.